welcome back. Today I have this problem. It's by Amazon also. It's a SQL problem called customer who visited but did not make any transactions. So we have a table called visits. It has a visit ID and the customer ID. Visit ID is a primary key for the table, and the customer ID is a foreign key that represents the customer. We have the transactions. We have the transaction ID, and that is actually the primary key. The visit ID is a foreign key, and the amount of the transaction. So when I do the customers who never visited by who visited by did not make any transactions. So we want to write a SQL query to find IDs of users who visited. So they are here visited. They are in the visited table, but who's visited without making any transactions, and the number of the times of they made these types of visits. Okay, so we have we should return the results. This is the visits, this is the transactions, and it should be the output. The output we have customer ID and something called count no trends. Okay, so first of all we put the select. So we select the customer ID, and for this one, let's just think about it. This is the count of no trends. How many times did the customer didn't do any trends? So how we can do it? First of all, we can use the count function, and we had I will refer with the alias of any element in the visit was v, so it will be v dot visit ID, and we will give it a value of, and we will store the value in this alias, in the alias called as count no trends. So this is how you create count no trends. And we have the other one, we have from what was the name of the visits? This will be our primary table, and we give it alias of v, and we have left join. We join transactions, and we as t, we give it a t which alias, and we have on visit v dot visit ID equals t dot visit ID also. And we want to see that we are visiting, but there is no transactions. So we say that where the transaction, the transaction ID, or is the transaction ID? I just want to have this, where the transaction ID is null, and we will group by the customer ID. Okay, let's talk about what we have done here. So first of all, let's talk about the first line. First of all, the select statements specify the column. The select statement that we have here, it's specify the column to retrieve from the results of the query. Okay, it selects the customer ID right now. We have here, and the customer ID column, and uses the count function. We're using the count function to count the number of visit ID values, and we store this in the alias called count no trends is given the count results. Okay, so the second one, which is the from specify the primary table visits from which records will be retrieved in the alias, and we give it the alias it's v, and its alias it's v. We have another one called left join. Left join keyword joins the visits table with the transactions. Okay, as you can see right now, table based on the common column called visit ID. And the alias also will be t. Okay, and this allows for matching visits with transactions. Okay, so we have the on, and the on that we say that visits the ID equals to visit ID. So we just this is the on, and we have, when we do that, we have the where, and the where filters the results and select only the rows where the transaction ID column is null. Okay, and after that we have a group by, and the group by groups the records by customer ID, which means that the count of the visits with our transaction will be calculated per customers. So that's it. And oh, it takes too much. Why? Anyway, oh, 5%. Oh, this is this is the worst. Let's see how the other people did it. 5% is not acceptable. But it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, of course. I did where t dot transaction ID. Not I did dot transaction ID directly, not where t dot transaction ID. I guess this will be better because I think also t, right? Oh, wait a minute. Let's just reload the page. Let's see. Okay, so there is something weird. The solution that was beating this one was beating like 90% right now, with just beating 10%. Okay, anyway. Um that's it for this video. I hope my solution was quite good. My performance is not that good actually. The performance of the function that I built was not that big a deal actually. I, in the future I could make a series to go through each problem that it's the performance of it wasn't that good, so I can improve its performance. I guess this will be way more cooler for us. So that's it for this video. I hope my solution was quite good. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. If you didn't like my content, make sure to give me a comment about what you things that you didn't like specifically, so I can improve the content more and more. So that's it for this video, and see you in future problems.